To Hong Kong next, where in a landmark case, the city's High Court has found 14 pro-democracy activists guilty of subversion. The activists are part of the so-called Hong Kong 47, a group that took part in an unofficial primary election in 2020. They were charged under the national security law that Beijing imposed on Hong Kong. It has wiped out public dissent in what was once ranked Asia's freest city. The activists could face a lifetime in prison. DW correspondent Phoebe Kong has been following the case in Hong Kong and joins me from there. Phoebe, good morning. What did the judges say in their verdict?
Well, BRS is the largest national security trial to date in Hong Kong since Beijing imposed the security law here in 2020. So we've been covering and following the verdict with hundreds of members from the public throughout the day that the judges have convicted 14 out of 16 of the defendants who pleaded not guilty. So only 2 of them were found innocent at the moment. So together with other defendants who pleaded guilty earlier, 45 out of 47 of them are now convicted of this charge of subversion, conspiracy to subversion. So the judge said if the plot of that primary is implemented, it would have created a constitutional crisis in Hong Kong. And the defendants were seeking to indiscriminately veto the government budgets if they're elected in order to paralyze the government and interfere into the legitimate functions of the authorities. And regarding the acquitted, the court said they are not sure about the intent of the participation in the primary, so that they found them not guilty at the moment.
Can you talk a bit about the background to this case, Phoebe? Why had these activists organized an unofficial primary election?
Yeah, we'll have to take you back to 2019 when the massive anti-government movement happened 5 years ago. And in that coming legislative election, the opposition hoped to gain the majority in the parliament. So they organized an unofficial primary election among the Democratic supporters, hoping to find the candidates with the highest chance to win the election so that they can pressure the government to respond to the protest demands. And in that primary election, despite the warnings from Beijing, over 600,000 people turned out to vote. And but now it has become evidence of the charge and the offenses of so-called conspiracy to subversion.
Phoebe, where does today's judgment leave Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement?
Well, this is one of the most landmark verdicts since the security law was put in place in Hong Kong that is closely monitored by the international communities. Today, we have seen dozens of Western diplomats coming here to observe the verdict. And it's not only like another doomsday in Hong Kong, but it also redefined the room for opposition movement within the constitution, because after this verdict, actions such as organizing an unofficial primary in order to hoping to kind of paralyze the government or trying to pressure the government to achieve demands that is deemed as criminal in Beijing's eyes could be now unlawful as well. So it's not only banning street protests now in Hong Kong, but people worried that even any actions within the institution or acts that were once deemed as legitimate in the past could now be criminal.
We'll leave it there for the moment. Phoebe Kong, thanks so much for joining us today.